Welcome back to the Düsseldorf Boat Show. I'm Toby Hodges. Trimarans, all the rage, eh? Dragonfly 36 just won European Yacht of the Year, multi-hull performance of the year. We're here at the Astus stand. Don't know Astus? You should. Brittany built, VPLP-Designed folding trimarans. Give you a good little flavour of some speed and sporty sailing sensation. So the 20.5, really popular model. They built 80 of those now. 22.5 we started a few years ago, and now this, their sort of flagship 26.5. And this is, yeah, VPLP-Designed. I mean, what more do you need to say? They design IMOCAs and old team trimarans. They know what they're doing. So the good features of these really are the sporty sensation. Obviously, this only weighs 1,200 kilos and it's foldable. So it's also trailable, even at this size. So you can see that's the wall there, and I'll show you from up on the deck there what it looks like folded. But they use this twin aluminium pole system to ensure easy but stiff folding mechanism. So that one comes in, same out the other side, and then that links across the cockpit, and they keep that on deck rather than through the structure itself. The same forward. We'll have a look at that as well. So it's, it's relatively simple and stiff and secure structure to have. That means you end up here on the aft part with sitting out seats here for tiller steering, really sporty sensation. So they've got more volume in the floats, more volume up forward, and that means that helps the stability of that performance. So I'm told you should easily be able to do 15 knots, which they clock in 15 to 18 knots breeze, sailing with a Jenica. That'll be fun. That will feel fast. Stepping on from the transom here, yeah, you've got a little aft cockpit area for steering and managing your sheets here, and more of a protected area under that spray hood and behind the coach roof there. So you get a good sized cockpit in there, obviously outboard driven on the bracket, and then you can walk along a sort of narrow side deck, or obviously on the tramp area when it's out, moving forward. So this, I guess what's different at this size is the other size boats, you can rig easily enough single-handed. Whereas this, you'll need two people because that's an 11-meter mast. It's obviously not in the show because it's cut off in the horse. So yeah, you'll need a crane for that, but they are developing a system to make sure that two people can rig that without a crane. So when you're trailering it around Europe, you don't need to have to go to a yard that's got a crane to put it in the water. Solar panels for keeping your domestic bank topped up. Under here you can see those poles under that mat coming across the deck, so they don't have to go, as I say, they go onto rather than through the hull. And that leaves a bit of space for an anchor to sit in there as well, which keeps this sail locker nice and clear for space. So you can put your extra sail or even a dinghy in there if you need to. Can you? Don't know if you can fit a dinghy through that hatch, but depends what it is. Telescopic bowsprit on there. And you can see this side, that hull folded. So it really does tuck in neat. So that's 2.54 meters folded, which I think is 2.55 is the max for trailering anywhere around Europe. So when you've got 1.2 tons of the boat and then 700 kilos of the trailer, you can trailer this behind any car around Europe. Yeah, so from this cockpit, you've got your primary winches, easy to manage your main sheet on a purchase system, little cockpit cuddies, and then 2 inches under here for your running rigging under the protection of the spray hood. And what is instantly noticeable is they've sort of upped their finish quality game a little bit. This size, so it's a nice little weekending or slightly longer hours. I'd be happy on a week on here. And what brings that? It's not quite standing headroom. So yeah, you are sitting when you're in here, but you've got somewhere to cook, or somewhere to wash up. On this case, little sink there, an optional hob on here as well, or a gas one, as in a camping one. It's got a dry head, so you're not putting holes out through the there or the necessary water tank for it as well. So it uses a chemical head. But look at this for a nice big broad 4-peak double berth with, you sit here and it's got a nice backrest to sit and read, stick your feet up. But that is a good sized double, really, isn't it? So yeah, nice enough finish quality. You've got some indirect lighting. Quite a few options on this actually. You can also obviously just close that cabin off a bit, just with a blind, or if you are using that head. And otherwise, it's just very simple. A swing out table for eating, obviously, and then this berth can extend a bit because they are quite narrow. So if you want to use that as a sort of quarter berth under there, you can pull this out. Hang on, can I do this one hand? I'm going to take that top step off and I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to take that backrest and stick it in, and I'll show you the before and after. Et voila, something like that. There's also a bit of stowage space under these saloon benches. And they use, Astus use an offset rotating centerboard system. So that swings up, there's the head of it there, my toe, and that swings up under there, obviously for when you're beaching it, but to give you that performance, upwind, counteract any leeway. And yeah, it's offset, it's not on the center line, it's under there because the boat sails flat. It doesn't make any real difference to performance, but it means they can infuse the whole box. This is a polyester infused boat, and you can infuse that centerboard casing in the hull itself, so you're not going to get a risk of sand getting in there and that sort of thing as well. It's just more of a fail-safe system. That is also controlled, as their other boats are, just by hand on a pulley system from the cockpit. So it's not all about the big, flashy, expensive boats. I mean, all yachts are expensive these days, I'm afraid, but there's a lot of fun to be had in the smaller ones, sporty ones, and they've done an effort to keep it relatively affordable pricing. So it starts at 98,000 euros, fully equipped. It is still a lot of money though, 140,000 with all the sales, trailer, everything else. But yeah, I hope to get out sailing later in 2026 on this because I think it'd be a lot of fun. See you next time.